Hey guys, howdy, howdy, howdy. Come on in. We are having a picnic today. Welcome to my page. I'm Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs. I'm on a couple of minutes early. I'm in an event with Hen House and Bloom Company, which is hosted by Rooster Ridge Sunflower Company, Shop Paradise Creations, and Magically Rustic Designs. Y'all come on in. I'm going to get started here in just a couple of minutes. I'm waiting for Terry with Orchid Lime Designs to finish up. She got to finally open her, hey Ollie, how are you? She finally got to open her mystery box, and so she's working on making her mystery box crafts. And the one is kind of neat because the little paddle, one of the little paddles that she's making, I swear it looks like the same fabric that's in her shirt. But y'all come on in. I think I'm going to make a wreath today. That's the plan. We're going to work with this little guy here. I got him at Hobby Lobby. He says hello to you and welcome to the picnic. He's got a little spring in his head. So I was inspired with what I'm doing today on a picture on Pinterest. So thank you, Ollie. I appreciate that. Y'all come on in. Come on in. We will wait for Terry to get finished, and we will start here in a little bit. Craftin' Sweets. Are you new to my page? I don't remember your name. But anyway, welcome. It's good to have you, and looking forward to seeing how everything turns out. All right, let me refresh my page, y'all. Let me see. Let's see if this is the right thing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Hey, Cindy, come on in. Glad to see you. Welcome, and thank you for joining me. Lori, is that you, or is that someone, one of your admins there? Hey, Lori, I hope that's you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I'm hoping that's you who's back. We have missed you, missed you, missed you. We still miss you. I haven't seen you yet, but I just want to let you know that I love you, and it's good to see you back. Hey, Allison. Yay, it's you. Oh, that is such great news. That is awesome. It's good to have you back, Lori. Good to have you back. Hey, Joyce, come on in. Ollie, thanks for sharing me in and out and all around the, it's like, I feel like I should sing the Hokey Pokey. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. Y'all come on in. Hey, Carrie. I'm Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs, and I am going to attempt to make a wreath today. So we've got this little guy here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to paint. The plan is I'm not going to paint. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Isn't he too adorable, y'all? He's saying, how you doing there? Oh, gosh. I did that when, that brings back a memory that I had with my son. Where were we going? I think we were going to Bryce Mountain, and we stopped by the veterinary school because one of my husband's co-workers at the time, fiance, was in the veterinarian school at Virginia Tech. And there was this horse, what do you call it, like skeleton head. And anyway, our older son was probably about 12 at the time. Y'all, I took that skeleton head and I clapped it together like Mr. Ed. Well, hello there, Mark. How are you doing? And I don't know. There was something about it. All of a sudden, there was snow on the ground outside, y'all. And I was just playing around, and because he had all of these veterinary stuff in I guess we were in the lab room or something, and my husband had to carry our son outside in the snow because he got really, really hot. And he was like, I don't feel so good. That horse head, the the horse skull must have upset him. Now he doesn't, stuff like that doesn't upset him now. But anyway, so I told Robert, I said, I think that what I did with that horse may have upset him. And sure enough, so they went out and he was like sitting in the snow because he was about ready to pass out. So here's my little ant. We're going to put him on a wreath. We're going to get started. I can put this away. I just needed something that was white so that y'all could see. Ooh, I'm going to need, all right, hold the presses because I'm going to need something for y'all to see what I'm doing here too. I need something white, something white, something white. 12 inches, will that work? Let me see, I don't want anything to fall. All right, here, I've got this. Let me open this up and I'll take one of these out and just work on this. Hope I don't cut myself. I'm dangerous with knives. I ended up in the emergency room. I dropped this was a long time ago. I dropped a carrot on the floor and I went to pick it up and I had the knife in my hand and I reached across the knife and sure enough the knife went in my hand. That was about 20 years ago, but so I have to be careful when I'm working with knives. All right, let me get one of these out. We're not going to use this other than to give you a white surface so that there's some contrast between what I'm doing and so y'all can see this. All right. Come on. I love these canvases. These are 11 by 14 inch Soho canvases, and I use them for all kinds of things, y'all. If you are just beginning, and hey, Berta, how are you? If you're just beginning and starting to work with different kinds of surfaces, these are great, inexpensive ways to get experience without breaking the bank. And I get these from Artarama. Okay, I've got this big old yarn here. And the plan is I am going to glue this around here. So let me get started. I think the best way to do this is to glue this to itself because I don't think it's going to glue to the metal. And I'm going to just kind of go around and around and around and around. And then after we go around and around, we are going to add that little ant and maybe a bow. I've got some polka dots that I'm thinking. All right, let me see how I want to get this started, y'all. Maybe I should bring it around. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm not used to working with these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this like halfway, and then I'm going to bring this around, and I'm going to put some hot glue. Feel free to chime in if you have an idea, because this is going to be kind of new to me. Ouch, 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 ouch. And get the glue strings out. I just want to get this started. I probably should have started it in the back, but here we are. Let's see if we can get this going, y'all. And the plan is I'm going to just wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap. So how many of y'all have, we have had an amazing lineup today, y'all. So if you have missed any of the crafters all right, the first couple of swings around this, I'm going to add some glue just to kind of secure it, but I'm not going to do it all the way around. But anyway, I was saying, if you are just joining, I am in an event with Hen House and Bloom Company. And, all right, so here we go, y'all. I think this is going to work. Amazing group of crafters. You'll want to, if you are not part of the group, you will want to, there's a link at the top of my page that you can go to, and you can join that group, and then every time we go live for our events, you can just refresh the page and just keep going and watch all the crafters on one page. All right, y'all, fingers crossed that there's enough here to go all the way around. That's what we're shooting for. So, and I'm going to just kind of keep going. So up Valerie's Pick It Up Crafts started us off today, and she did a really cute project. And then after her was Posh Pines Designs with Vonda. Vonda works with paper and a Cricut and does an amazing job with that. All right, so this is what we have, y'all. I'm just going around and around and around. Who knows? I may have found a craft that will give me extra time at the end of the hour, and I've got things that I can fill in with it. But we'll see how it goes. After Vonda was on at 10 o'clock this morning, and after Vonda was the cutest little thing. She did the theme that we have today is Let's Have a Picnic, or Let's Go on a Picnic. I didn't even write the name down. I think it's Let's Have a Picnic. And anyway, she put together a picnic basket with some fake food and really cute little vignette idea. And after Andrea, the cutest little thing was Magically Rusted Designs by Renee. Renee did a watermelon. So this is what I'm thinking. Okay. Hey, Nesting by Robin, how are you? So the theme is Let's Have a Picnic. Gosh, where is I can't believe I didn't write the name down. Anyway, we're going on a picnic today. So when I think of a picnic, I don't know why, but I'm not the only one, according to what I saw on the everybody's pages of what they made. And this is coming around to Renee with Magically Rusted Designs, because she did a watermelon. So when I think of a picnic, the first thing I think of is watermelon. And then the second thing that I think of are ants. And so if you're wondering why I'm making a wreath with ants, it's because we're going on a picnic and the ants always seem to find us. And so then the third thing that I think of when I think of a picnic basket isn't one of the first things that I think of. But I do think of the red and white checked, all right, let me wind this up so it's a little easier. Tablecloth. Because back in my day, what we did was, we went to a park, and there were wooden tables that we sat at, and of course they were always dirty, so my mom always brought a tablecloth to cover it. And those red and white plaid tablecloths, that's the next thing that I think of. But I always think of ants. Ants and mosquitoes. But who wants to do a wreath with mosquitoes on it, right? That's no fun. Although I could make it fun. So what do y'all think of when you're going on a picnic? What kind of picnics did you have growing up or as an adult? What kinds of things did you bring to your picnic? Of course, there was potato salad, and if we were at the park, we usually grilled something. All right, so this is what we have, y'all. we're getting there. How we doing on time? 13, I'm good. So after Magically Rusted Designs with Renee, who took and did a really, really cute, I'm sure she designed it, did a really, really, this is not squeezing. Oh, you know why? Because I got it off of the thing. You got to keep it hot or it doesn't work. Watermelon, a piece of watermelon. It was a wood kit with watermelon, and it was so adorable. And of course, Vonda, she also did a watermelon. So I guess I'm not the only one who thinks about watermelon when they think of a picnic. But, all right. I got to wait for my glue gun. I took it off of the heat, and it doesn't work so well if you don't have heat on it. So I got this this fluffy white yarn from, thanks for the heart, y'all. I got this fluffy white yarn from Hobby Lobby, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. And last Christmas, I did a candy cane wreath out of, with this. And I had thought about using some like nautical rope or something like that, but I didn't have enough to get all the way around it. And so I did have to kind of measure some of this out to make sure that I was going to have enough, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. So we will see. But the big thing is that when you're working with this, you want to kind of keep it rolled up. Otherwise, it's just everywhere. So I also took and, you know, the cones that, I keep getting a loop. Try and go out, and one of the things that I found, Terry, is that if you either go to my page, go out of Hen House and Bloom and go to directly to my page, or if you're directly on my page, go into Hen House and Bloom, because I've had that happen too. And it seems to be a glitch with Facebook because it happens to me pretty regularly. And I have to go out and then come back in. All right, let's see if this is going to be hot. There we go. And just putting a small dab of glue. But I've had that loop where it just repeats and repeats and repeats, and I don't know. You know, sometimes I wonder if Facebook hires the best computer programmers, or if they just do stuff like that on purpose. I haven't figured out. I figure it's one or the other. They need to hire better computer programmers, or ouch. Or use the knowledge that they have and fix it. So I took a computer programming class when I was in college. Oh, it's been happening all day to you too. They try seeing, I hate to take you out of the group, but just for kicks, see if you come out of the group and go straight to my page if that fixes it. Because I have found that sometimes that makes a difference. And then what I do is I don't complete, then I can hit the back arrow and get back in Hen House and Bloom and refresh the page. So I've done a lot of different things to try and fix that glitch, and I usually get pretty lucky with it. But it is annoying because you get like about 20 seconds of the same thing over and over and over. All right, here we go, y'all. We are getting there. Is anybody else having that same problem? I think it's Facebook. How are we doing? 18 after. Okay. About 2/3 of the way, and it looks like I'm going to have enough of this stuff. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this or not, but this is the only way that I've figured with this big old ball of yarn, is just kind of keep it wrapped kind of tight, but not too tight, and just keep putting the ball back and forth. Now, I have seen people that have taken and actually woven through these concentric circles, and I don't know how to do that, but I have seen people that have finished products, and it looks really neat. All right, here we go, y'all. It's gonna be cute. This little guy, if y'all are just hopping on, this is the guy that we're showcasing today. We're gonna put him on the, I say him, I'm assuming it's a him. I don't know a whole lot about ants. I know that the worker bees are male. No, they're female. The drones are for mating purposes, and they mate with the queen and then they die. It's like kind of like a one and done thing for them. Long time ago, when I was homeschooling, we had the opportunity to, all right, come on, start a couple of beehives, and so we learned quite a bit about bees. It was a lot of fun, and never got any honey, but it was quite a learning experience. We I have a friend who he grew up. His father had hives. And I was watching the live, and the screen went completely, oh no, that's not good. All right, let me get that off of here. All right, y'all, I'm feeling confident that I'm going to have enough to get around. All the way around. I bought 2 big things of this, and I'm kind of getting down to the end of it, which is a good thing. So my thought this year was to work through my my stash. All right, this is kind of a little bit not quite as tight as it should be. So how many of y'all have worked with these wreaths? Tell me some tips that you know. What have you made? What did you use? Did you weave it through? Did you do it around? I've got another one of these round wreaths like this that I want to wrap some black plastic around, not plastic, fabric around. And then I have a whole bunch of my grandmother's wooden spools, and I want to make something with like sewing notions. So that's coming up the pike one day. I'm not sure when, but I am gonna do another one of these, and I'm gonna wrap it with some black fabric as a background, and then add some sewing notions of things I got from my grandmother 27 years ago, because our son was 3 and he's 30 now. All right, here we go. Almost there. I'll put a little bit of greenery, and then I've got some, I don't know, I guess you call them picks, that I'm gonna also I don't know, did I tell y'all about, you'll try that? Hey, Be So Crafty, how are you? Welcome, welcome, good to see you. All right, so we're almost there, y'all. Just one wrap at a time. So, let's see, what's today? Wednesday? Friday of last week, we have a rental that that we bought. We bought a house, and when our son was going to college, and I had some inheritance money that I had gotten from my mom and dad, and so we invested it in buying a house, and darling little house, 2-bedroom house. The floors, oh my gosh, y'all, these hardwood floors are the prettiest hardwood floors I have ever seen. And they I know, I don't know what the deal is. Try refreshing Facebook and see if that helps. Anyway, we've had this one of the same tenants for my son is living there. Now I'm reconnecting. Hang on a minute. It says I have Wi-Fi. Went out, closed down my phone, rebooted, tried again, and now it's Julie repeating the worker bees. I'm sorry. Oh, golly. I think the worker bees are female, though, because they're the ones that they take the queen from, so I was wrong. I think, y'all tell me, it's been a while since I've actually studied bees. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. All right, we're almost there. How are we doing on time? 24. Ouch, 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 ouch. So anyway, last Friday we went up to check out our tenant, our former tenant, I should say, because he's gone now. But when he moved in, the one thing that I had asked was that he would take care of the hardwood floors, because, oh my gosh, these floors were just like, it's like wood from like the 1950s, and really, really rich looking grain in it. And it has, you know, variation. Watching through her page directly, Terry. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Renee, is if you watch directly on my page, it might make a difference. Which doesn't, you know, do much for encouraging the groups, but try going straight to my page and seeing if you can watch me from there. All right, we're going to wrap this. We got it all the way around, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to do one more extra wrap. And just kind of tuck it down in here so that you can't see where it stops or starts. All right, here we go. I'm going to just go along this line here. A little bit of a hole here. Probably could have wrapped it a little bit tighter, but I was concerned that I wasn't going to have enough. All right. Let me cut that off there. So anyway, we went to check him out so that he could get his deposit back and everything. All right, this is all I have left of this, y'all. I got to come up with a small project to do with this. I'm pretty excited because I'm working through my stash. It's June, and I still have a whole house full of stuff, so I don't think I'm going to make the whole stash before the end of the year, that's for sure. All right, we're going to put that on there. All right, so this is what we have. We've got this here. Now we are going to take our little ant, and I've got some greenery. So I guess this would be more like a floral type thing, because that's another thing that I want to work through, is I want to get rid of a lot of these florals and picks and stuff like that that have just been sitting in my house for a while. All right, so let me show you the ribbon that I want to use. This is the ribbon that I think I want to make a bow with. And look at this that I have. Didn't plan it this way. I just tend to like the colors that I like, and then they kind of match with what I make because I like them. All right, so these, look at this, y'all. This is going to be a pretty match. Can you see that? Let me do it this way. So I've got these little things here. So I'm thinking we'll put some greenery, and then we'll do some of these picks. I've got some red and white of these, but I don't know if I'm going to use those. So here we go. Here comes the moment of truth here to see what's going to happen. So my thinking is I wanted something that has a little bit of lime green in it, but this looks like as lime as I'm going to get. So let's cut some of this off of here and see what happens. We are going to just cut some of these pieces off. Let it be like a backdrop. How we doing on time? Oh, I am good, y'all. I am good. I am good. I got lots of time. All right, so if I take... I'm going to act like I know what I'm doing, but I really don't. Oh, hey, I know what, because Allison taught me this. These are pushers. So I can push these up. All right. I love to learn. I'm listening to you and Karen. So let me get back to the list. So after Magically Rusted Designs with Renee, that was at 12 o'clock. DK Designs with Debbie came on at 1. And I saw what she made, but I can't remember, but I do remember it was cute. And then after DK Designs, Terry finally got to do her, all right, hang on, y'all. I gotta try and figure this out. Oh, okay, that'll work. We can kind of tuck this down in here. She finally got to do her mystery box. I was so excited for you, Terry, that you were able to do that. All right, these are got, I'm learning here. All right, so maybe we want to put like a couple of these over here on this side. There's another one. I thought I cut 4. Maybe I only cut 3. All right. So, and Terry got some of the cutest napkins. And did you notice that one of those papers, Terry, matched your shirt? I noticed that. I was like, oh, that's so cool. All right, so we're going to put this in here. And this is a pusher. That means that you can rearrange these however you want. So I'm going to rearrange them like that. Let's see, maybe I want to turn this around like that. I like that better. All right, so let me just show y'all what I have. I'm not going to glue anything in yet. We're going to put this so that I think he's going to be maybe off to the side a little bit. So he's a little bit like that, and then we'll put a bow over here. You wore the shirt because of the colors? You didn't have it open. You didn't know what colors were in there. You're funny. There you go. All right, so now I want to take and put some of these things in here, y'all, because it's going to match the bow. So let's get some of these in here. I'm going to kind of place them and see what I like, and then if I like the way it is, I'll pull them out one by one. And put, oh, that'll be cool. That'll be good. I'll be able to just a little bit of green and red in here, and it looks like these are all maybe about the same size. I'm going to use that one. And I may need some more greenery. We'll see. I don't want to do too much. All right, where's my ant? He's all covered up over here. After Terry with Orchid Lime Designs is me. I am Julie with Nothing Is Wasted Designs. Oh my goodness. All right, so we want him looking out, don't we? All right, hold on, y'all. I got to figure this out. Oh my goodness. See, we kind of want, I think we want him looking out at the people who are coming up to the front door. Oh my gosh, y'all. Look at that. Will you look at that? If that doesn't make you smile, nothing will. All right, so I think I want to go ahead and get him locked in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I brought some wire. This is floral wire. I'm assuming that it'll work. I don't have zip ties. I thought I had zip ties, but I'm out of zip. I've got one zip tie for my bow, and that's it. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to come through here. I'm going to fold this in half. And then I'm going to, see there's like a little thing here. I'm going to spring this through and kind of secure this. I need my engineering husband here. He always tells me where I should put the supports. All right. All right, so we're going to put that in there. All right, so let me go ahead and, y'all, I turned my glue gun off. I shouldn't have turned my glue gun off. All right, so the question is why we're thinking here. I'm like kind of all over the place. Do we want to add these little red flowers in here too, or just leave it simple? I kind of like the simplicity of that. Do we add these little red flowers? It's kind of the wrong red. I don't think I want the red flowers because it's the wrong red. I'm really funny about that. All right, so, but I could add a little bit more of this stuff here, y'all. And then up after me is going to be the Treasure Trunk by Kimmy. And you're going to want to refresh the page. And so this is what I recommend, since Facebook's given everybody a tough time. Go to the link at the top of my page. That will put you in Hen House and Bloom Company. Then, if you have the glitch, go directly to the person's page that is in the group. But don't search it. Just click on their link. Go to that. Then when that person is finished, this is how my mind works with patterns, y'all. When I get finished, like start out in Hen House and Bloom Company. Then click on my link for my page, go to my page, watch me. When I'm finished, go back to, hit the back button and go back to Hen House and Bloom and wait for the next person to come up. If Facebook glitches, click on that person's page, go to their page, and all right, I'm going to do these little pushers. And just keep going back and forth. And I have found that that works for me. So you may want to give that a try and see. All right, so before I put this guy in here, I think I want to get a little more. All right, let me look at the back and make sure I didn't go all the way through. And I did not. How are we doing on time? 36. I think I'm going to get it finished, y'all. All right, maybe I want just a little bit more of this stuff. One more. This is kind of fun. Allison and Karen, I can see why y'all like working with these flowers. I just never know what to buy. Like this is from the Dollar Tree. I just, oh, I need some green stuff. I see everybody fills in with the green, so I bought some green stuff. And this was back when it was $1, so that tells you how long I've had it. All right, we're going to get this off of here. Yeah, I think I needed just one more of these. And we're going to put one this way too. I wonder if I really have to, oops, that one came through the back side. We don't want that to happen. That's not good. I may be able to not glue these, y'all, and then if I get tired of this, I can just rip it apart. All right, so I'm finding the advantage of having these things be pushers because you can put these in the empty spaces. All right, so this is what I have. Maybe I need another couple of these. Let's get another one of these, y'all. This is fun. Come on. There we go. Get a little bit of color in here. I might be able to get away with not gluing it because I'm not like shipping it across the country or anything. It's just going to hang on my door. All right, I like that. And then I'm going to get one more, so we'll add a little bit. We'll add add that extra pop of color. Oh, look at that. I can just rip it right off. And I'm going to bend that up. And we're going to come in here. I don't even think I'm going to take it out and glue it, y'all. I think I'm going to just leave it in here. All right, let's, oh, that one came out. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I like that. But that one's not stuck in there. Let me rip that last ball off. Making it mine, right? That's what we do. We make it ours. Oh my gosh, it almost looks kind of Christmassy, but I like it. Can y'all see that? Whoops, something fell. All right, so let me just kind of tug on these. Yeah, maybe I do need to glue it. I think I better glue it. Maybe I need to glue it because it's kind of coming out pretty easily. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I'm liking this, y'all. And then I better glue this one too. I can see where that dippity-doo glue thing makes a difference because it's kind of tricky to get it. All right, this one. All right, hang on. I'm going to glue this guy, but I'm going to cut this one down some because it's kind of big. Y'all having fun? Go get you a... I think I got these back in the spring. All right, there we go. That one's there. All right, we're gonna pull this one out. I'm gonna just get some glue on these, y'all. It was a good idea to reuse it if I wanted to, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Remember, I'm trying to use this stuff up. Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. Let me check my little guy out. He's gonna be right in here. All right, he's gonna fit well. He's gonna fit well there. All right. All right, those are in there. So now we're going to come over here to this side. All right, let me show you what I have. This side is secure. All right. Let's see how I want to do this. I'm going to put this one in first. Trying to get it in between these. So the what I'm finding is that this fabric yarn or fluffy yarn or whatever we want to call it is making it, is giving it these picks something to stick to. All right, those look good. Now I'm going to come down here. Oops, I almost pushed that one off of there. And we're going to, oops, I need a glue stick. Oh my gosh. I tell you what, Allison and Karen, I can see why y'all like working with the flowers. This is really fun. This is fun. All right, so we're gonna go under here. And I like the pusher idea. That's a neat idea. All right, that one's stuck. That one's stuck. I didn't even know I put that one in there yet. All right, I think I want this one to be kind of over here. All right, let me see where this guy's gonna go. He's gonna go right there. Okay, we got it, we got it, we got it. So, I had Debbie Taylor. I joined one of her, all right, hold on. I'm looking for a needle to make life easy for myself. All right, here we go. I'm going to get one of these long needles here. And we are going to take this little guy here. Oh my goodness. All right, so the question is, how am I going to hang this? Because we want him looking at the people who are coming to the front door. So are we going to have him down this way and he goes like that? Which I think would be, well, all right, I got to get him in there right. I got to act like he's on the door. Or do I want to do like this? All right, this is going to be the tricky part. All right, that's no good. That's a definite no-go. We could put him, oh my gosh, maybe that's what I want to do. So that he's looking directly out. I think that's what I want to do. All right, so how am I going to, I got to figure this out, y'all. So I am going to take one of these needles and thread both of these wires through here. This is all new stuff that I have learned in the last couple of months. And I'm going to go through this. See, I'm going to take that needle right through there. And the theory is this wire is going to follow. All right, hang on. I got to act like it's threaded. Oh, shoot. You would know I would have gone straight through the... All right, hang on. There we go. Pull that off of there. I went straight through the yarn. Don't go through the yarn. You want to go through the holes where the yarn is. Come on. Hang on, y'all. Got a glitch here. There we go. All right. So the idea is to get him in here. Oh, yes. All right, so now I think I need to go, oh, I need to go back up. All right, hold on. I'm going to do this one at a time. This may be where I spend all my time. All right, I'm going to come and I'm going to come up. I'm going to kind of sew this in here. And I'm going to go back down. I'm hoping I'm hitting a rung here. Let me see if I am. Yeah. All right, so what I want to do is I want to go back down. I'm going to kind of sew this through here. maybe. And I'm going, there's one of those middle rings, and I'm just going around it. So that he's getting secured. All right, one more time. Hang on. I need a smaller needle. This one's too big. All right. Just kind of sewing this around there. I think I unsewed it. All right, he feels pretty secure. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take and I'm going to just real tightly, and I got to clip that off because it went too far. How are we doing on time? 49. All right, so let me get that off of there. All right, let me check him. Oh. Oh. I made it too tight. All right, so if we look at this, all right, so he's going in the center, y'all. I may have to fix him offline, but anyway, he's going to be looking out at people, and I'm going to put a bow. I think I'm going to put a bow over here. I kind of wanted it cockeyed, so I may change that. We'll see. All right, so let's get a bow going. Since I've got just a little bit of time left, let me get this out of the way. I can put some more greenery in there if I need to, but y'all get the idea of what I'm making. All right, I'm gonna stick this through a paper towel so it doesn't get lost in my drawer. And I'm gonna need my scissors. I'm gonna get this out of the way, and this out of the way, and this, and this, so that I have some space on my desk to work. And let's get, I thought I would bring out this Bodabra. I never use it. And so I think I'm going to use it today. I'm going to take a piece of twine. I usually do bows in my hands. I'm not even sure. All right, I haven't even really used this. I had a good friend of mine growing up. Her husband was into florals, and he taught me how to make a bow in my hands. So I'm going to give this a shot and see what happens, y'all. All right, so I'm going to make it about, that looks like a good size. Let's just try this Bodabra. Then we're going to twist it. I need like a stick to roll it on. I'm kind of talking to myself, aren't I? So what do y'all think about this ribbon? You like this ribbon? I love this ribbon. I love polka dots. I love bright colors, and I love high contrasting colors. So this is like perfect for me. All right, so there is that. Then we're going to twist this again. This is where having this on a stick and you can just roll it right off of there makes a big difference. All right, we're going to twist that so that we can see the outside of this. And we're going to come in here and we're going to make this a little bit smaller. And then we're going to twist this. And same thing, we're going to make this one a little bit smaller. It is a little bit easier to use this thing. I will have to say that. Get it is a little, all right, they're about the same size. And then I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to come in and make it just a little bit smaller. Kind of bringing it into the center. And I'm going to twist this. And there we go. Oops. I got this twisted the wrong direction. There we go. That's better. All right, and now we're going to cut this same length. I'll probably trim them back. I'm going to just dovetail these. All right, let me turn around and look at this. See what we got. And somewhere in here is some jute. Bring this down. Nope, I missed it. All right, hang on, I missed it. Where's that needle? I got a bigger needle. I didn't get the top of this. Don't stab yourself, Julie. All right, let me try that again. All right, I'm going to bring this. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Let me bring this up. See everybody doing that, so let's do that. All right. I'm going to do this way. I'm going to wrap it around a couple of times. Let's see what we got for a bow here, y'all. I'll probably put, maybe we could put some of that, those balls in the middle of this bow. That would be cute. All right, so let's kind of fluff this guy up. See what we got. This one's a little bit long. I can pull this. Where does it go? I think it goes right here. Kind of make that so that they come through here. Put that in the middle. Probably could have used, oh, this looks terrible. Let's try it this way. All right, let me get this on here and see what we got. I'll have to trim this, but this is, I think this is what we're gonna go with, y'all. Because I gotta make sure that the ant, all right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this up at the top. This is kind of long, so let me trim that a little bit. I'm going to trim that one a little bit. I keep saying I'm going to save all of these bits and pieces of ribbon and do something with them, but then I never do. All right, I think that's going to be better. All right, so I'm going to turn the ant around. All right, let me show you what I'm going to do. I got to take the ant off. And I'm going to have like the bow over here, and I need to take him off, and I need to turn him so that he's actually facing inward this way. And then this will go on my front door, and this is what we're going to have. So, oh no, what's wrong with your dog? I hope it's okay. So I like this ribbon too. It's fun. All right, y'all. So this is what I have. This guy has got to come off of here. And I'll probably just take some wire cutters to him and start over. But I want him to be facing inward so that when you come up to the door, he's looking at you. And so that, and I was thinking this here, this stuff here, this green stuff, come on. I was thinking that maybe I'll put some of that in the middle, or, I don't know, maybe I think I might want to put some of the red and white in the middle. I think I'll put some of this red and white. I don't think I'll put the one with the green in it, but I'll put some of this in the middle of the bow. Let me show y'all. And that'll kind of bring in those stripes. Whoops. It'll kind of bring in these stripes. Not all of it, obviously, but put some of this in the middle, and then that'll cover up that twine and kind of bring out another dimension. All right, y'all. Kimmy with the Treasure Trunk by Kimmy is gonna follow me. I will get this all finished. I'm definitely going to take this ant off of here and redo him because he's facing the wrong direction. If I can't get him off, I'm not going to put the bow on until I get the ant rearranged, because the bow's going to be in orientation to where the ant is. All right, after Kimmy is Nesting by Robin at 5. Allison's Accents and Decor is at 6. Crafty Kitty by Jackie is at 7. Amy Farrell Art with is at 8, and then Grace and Grit Creations is at 9. Y'all, thanks for having me. This was so much fun. I love these themes because they push me and they stretch me, and I grow from them every single time. Y'all go check out the Treasure Trunk by Kimmy, and then keep refreshing your page. And you may have to go back to Hen House to their personal page, then hit the back button, get the next person, and then just keep going. All right, I love y'all. Jesus loves you more. I'm Julie with Nothing is Wasted Designs. Bye.